Yeah. One up and up is magic. Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang we...
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go. 180! I know he ain't got it.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether you're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
No chance. Set.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. There's the first NFL catch for South Carolina's Deebo Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
He's checking.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Garoppolo gets this one to Juszczyk. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
The Redskins make over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now he dumps this off over the middle and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jackson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26.
That's another Washington Redskins first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him,
Here we go.
What does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to pump the ball. They've done so with that first run.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo, and able to get it across the 10 to the 15. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Here we go.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. And they'll bring him. Down here right around the 17-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one. 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Hey, switch gears. Hey, come on.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. There's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to Coleman. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And he is the NFC rating offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Right there, 56. So don't say nothing.
On 1st down, this is Geis. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a handoff, Geis going right. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Watch the safety cream. Whip. Watch the whip.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 35.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Garoppolo on the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw is Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. So that'll back him up 5. Now they face a 3rd and 15 here following the delay of game.
He's check. 13. 21.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Deep ball, and this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there, and he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Here we go. Slack 80! He's coming. Double up.
They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Garrett Selleck. His first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Redskins 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got it.
On 2nd down, Love. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Now it's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
You got tape. 65.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the air.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Nick Bosa. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and now it's 2nd down.
Set, hut, 6, 6, let's go, tackle, let's go, we got this.
Geis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. Here's Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
A big play there for the Niners. 54 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Check 52.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. They come out here in the eye.
21.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? On third down, a run from Breida. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. So with a fourth and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Now Haskins on first down. Complete. Richardson has it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. And that's complete. It's Sims. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 27-yard line.
Redskins, first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now a run with Geis. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Haskins able to connect there with Richardson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Haskins now 5 of 6. Very accurate since taking over, and he's got his guys a first down. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Vernon Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. We also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Now Garoppolo. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 30.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, Coleman. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He's got the first down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Gold with the extra point, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too... And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now they're...
a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic, a lot of fun to watch.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model.